back to Let's Play Might Magic 3 Isles of Terra. I'm your host, Imperialis, and I know I'm in a different spot, but that's just because I went through and sold some of the junk that I'd picked up. Everybody's got a pretty darn good AC now. They're all around the 25 mark, except for Helmuth, who's got 28, which is brilliant. The goal for today is seek Brother Zeta in Arachnoid Tavern. Arachnoid Tavern is a bit of a pain. So I'm gonna go to Bloodroot. No, I'm not going to go to Bloodroot. What time is it? 2:04. I'm going to go back to Fountainhead. And from here, we'll pop up to the temple. Okay, everybody's blessed up, and we will Freeman, go to Wildabar, and from Wildabar, go north into the Arachnoid Cavern. Oh, I forgot to cast light first. Okay, so Arachnoid Cavern is on the one hand very easy, on the other hand very difficult. So I'm going to clear the outside area first, because it's just got these spiders and dino beetles, which aren't much of a threat. Oh, Yellow Fortress Peak. That was quick. Okay, and here we have a gong. So the gongs are important. I need to actually keep note of how many of them I find. Gongs, thrones, and crystals. Count them all. Because there's a math problem in this. Which isn't exceptionally difficult. Use a calculator for it, but tiny spiders, find nothing. Most of those skeletons have nothing, but every now and then you find one that gives you spells or yellow fortress keys, as the case may be. But I've found with Arachnoid Tavern, especially if you're going through and actually trying to do the math problem, it makes sense to be very, very methodical, or else you end up counting things twice. Here we have another gong. And if you go onto the gongs, you can bang on it, but all that does is summons more spiders to fight, which isn't a terrible way to get gems, but a recharge item scroll, that's actually a very useful spell for sorcerers, since it lets you recharge magic items. There's a chance it'll break them, but that chance is worth it, because if you use all the charges in an item, then it's worthless, so lots of spiders. Lots of dead spiders. pure poison. Doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. I wonder if she can... No, she can't learn it. Okay. Oh. Oh, and another gong. Same deal, another large spider. So we're up to 3 gongs now. And maggots. Oop. More maggots. Deadly Swarm is a druid spell, so give that to the ranger. Not that she'd really do a whole heck of a lot with it. And a 4th gong. Nothing. Nothing. Spider. Nothing. This first bit of Arachnoid Cavern is very easy, but there are some enemies in here. Okay, and we've made it all the way around. There are enemies in the Arachnoid Cavern who are significantly nastier, specifically toxic worms. And so, basically this took me in a big circle, big ring. I found 4 gongs so far, haven't found anything else exciting, but we do. Once I start going through the inner circle here, we will start finding secret doors. And toxic worms. Toxic worms are very hard to hit, and they poison you and do a lot of damage. Actually, what I'm going to do to fight them, I'm going to remove their respective shields, or her shield at least, and give her this gem of fireballs. Now, if I cast Detect Magic on her, it'll tell you how many charges it has, so I need to keep track of that. Fireball, gem, 8 charges. And then Helmuth here has Boots of Lightning. So we're gonna cast Detect Magic again on Helmuth, and it has 13 charges. So I just need to keep track of how many times I use them, and then when they start getting low, recharge the item. Okay, there's our first throne, and our first crystal. So we have 1 crystal, 1 throne. I am going to save scum through this because they give stat bonuses, mostly might or intellect and personality, but more charming, so I had a 50-50 chance and I picked the wrong one. And yes, if you notice why there's the extra save there, it's because I mucked up my recording of this the first time and having to redo it. So she now has a personality of 37. They should both have a personality and intellect of 50 by the time I get through this, so... Okay, Majestic Seat of Honor sits on a marble dais. Approach the throne. Yes, I will. The throne is unoccupied. Nothing there. Okay. Full. Save again. And this time, I bet you it will be intellect. Yes, understanding and wisdom. So, intellect to 35. Not bad. And once both of them hit 50, I'm going to start bumping up Mira's intellect. Okay, so let's go to the left. Now I'll just follow this wall along the left. Strike the gongs to summon more vermin from their cubby holes. Like I said, it brings a whole bunch more Seek the Blue Key in the Northern Catacombs. It brings out a whole bunch more beetles and spiders, so... Energy Blast for now, because we only have one target. Energy Blast actually does just as much damage as Lightning Bolt, but the catch is it only targets one creature. So it's much more efficient to use Energy Blast against a single target than it is Lightning Bolt or Fireball. So actually, we've got two of them to deal with here. Now we'll switch to... Sure, Fireball, why not? And he will use his Might Boots. Zap them. Tick off that I've used them once. And she will use her Lucky Gem of Fireballs. Everybody's poisoned now, or most everybody. And switch back to Energy Blast. Now I'm just going to finish this guy off by bashing him, I think. And we have another. I mean, you can see how tough these things are. I mean, I'm putting quite a few spells down range on them. Okay, and I think that's it for this room. Oh, no, one left. Okay, now this room should be clear. So, we have one more crystal. Mysterious liquid flows from the tip of the crystal vein. Drink it. No, because I want to save first. Truer of aim. More accuracy. Is there anyone in particular I want to give accuracy to? His maximum's normally 21. His accuracy's terrible. I'm going to give it to Helmuth here. And here we have another crystal. Understanding and Wisdom. I picked wrong again. And I forgot to save that time. So Helmuth gets the accuracy. Gandora gets the intellect. And another throne. Majestic Seat of Honor, we will approach Lord Might. To solve my riddle best, you must visit all the lords in the cavern and collect their clues. Then you will be able to determine the magic number, but only if you proceed in an order the Lord Word would find agreeable. Start with mine, it's 2 primes less than twice the crystals in this mess, so... Lord Word agreeable. 2 primes less twice the crystals. And I do not know the answer to it yet. I mean, I could look it up, but it's more fun to do it this way. Green Sparks. So last one was Intellect, so I wonder if this one will be charisma. Perfect. 47 personality already. And mysterious liquid. I'm wondering if this is another accuracy. I'll go for it, assuming that it is. Hers is pretty bad too, so we'll... Yep, accuracy. Sweet! Okay. Now, going to... cure poison on them. And we have more crystals. So we should be up to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7. Shard vibrates. Oh, luck. Yeah, sure, she can have the luck. Everybody else is fairly high. No, except for Belvedere. But we have a wall. Tiny spiders. What do we get? Enchant item. Another wonderful spell. You can actually abuse the heck out of that to get magic items and money. Crystal shard vibrates from unknown power. So that's 8th crystal. Luck again. Don't really want to give her luck. I want to give luck to Renar Belvedere. I'm actually just going to double check. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in here. 7, 8. Okay, I am right. Thought I might have miscounted one there. Majestic Seat of Honor. The floor around Lord Magic's throne is almost knee-deep in water. I am Lord Magic. This is my clue. Subtract the gongs, then multiply by 42. So, magic. Subtract gongs. Multiply by 42. Oh, no, not 42, 52. That'd be a... Lord Magic waves and swirls his hands with dizzying speed and accuracy, producing a tiny dragon that flies down the corridor to the right. Prestidigitation is a handicraft for sorcerers. I can teach you for 500 gems. Will you pay? No, I don't think so, because I don't have 500 gems right now. I do have exactly 500 gems, but I want to keep a few to cast spells with. So, next throne here. Lord Prayer. Lord Prayer sits on his throne, angrily swatting at tiny dragons buzzing around him. I am Lord Prayer. This is my clue. Multiply by the number of gongs to make your answer true. So prayer, multiply by gongs. A cleric's powers can be improved greatly through silent meditation. He closes his eyes, and the fat clap of thunder and short downpour of rain can be heard to the left. Will you donate 500 gems and be granted the title Prayer Master? No, not today. I will be back for those, though, because those are two very useful skills. They give you an extra 2 spell points per level. So, not the most useful thing in the world at this level, but quickly they become extremely useful. Another pile of bones. Nature's Gate. Nature's Gate is a handy spell. It's a druid spell, so give it to Mira. It'll teleport you to a random town. Well, not random, but it's based on the day of the week. So it can be a little dangerous right now because there's towns that I haven't been to yet that would kick my butt if I went there. But later on it can be a really sort of good substitute for Lloyd's Beacon, because if the only person who has Lloyd's Beacon is my sorcerer, then I can use my ranger to Nature's Gate back into town. Anyhow, we have one more throne here, up to 5. Majestic Seat of Honor. Lord Word, I am Lord Word, and this is my clue. Subtract my price and you will be through. 50 gems is the fee I require to teach the skill Linguist. Will you pay my meager meed to satisfy your need? So subtract 50. And this I will pay, just because it's only 50 gems. Because it is very useful later on. Like, there's stuff that you can't read unless you have the Linguist skill. And now here we have another crystal. 9 crystals. Strange Humming. Oh, no, save first. Strange Humming, I think... Well, I got a 50-50 chance here. Let's go assume it's Intellect. Oh, bonus! Okay, so Gandora's Intellect is now 50, which is awesome. And Isle-Nice's Personality is 47. So, one more crystal for Isle-Nice will get her Intellect above 50, and then I can start focusing on Mira. Beware the trolls of Castle Bloodrain. They ain't lying, the trolls are tough. Okay, one more crystal. 10 crystals so far. Save. Green sparks. Oh, personality. Perfect. So they are done for now. I'm not going to be boosting their stats for a while. Because the next boost they get isn't until I think 75 or something like that. Why am I saving again? We have another throne, so we'll tick that off. 6 thrones. A majestic seat of honor sits on a marble dais. Approach the throne. Yes, I will. I am Lord Endurance. This is my clue. Count these thrones and add that too. So, count... Or I guess just add thrones. Tiny spiders, find nothing. Oh, and Korak's notes, I almost forgot. Arachnoid Tavern opens out of the western face of the Crystal Mountains. The gargoyles once had their shrine in the corridors of this cave before they were driven to the land of the gargoyles. Insects of all kinds now occupy the dark cave. Mages of all disciplines once came to this cavern to touch the power crystals that run under the mountains. Their decaying bones still litter the floor. The shrine that once filled this room was moved to the land of the gargoyles. Renar's hurting. Running very low on spell points. I might actually go out and... Oh, no, oh, here, police. Oh, and she just wasted her turn. We want to power cure. And then... out of spell points, okay. Use your might boost. And use your fireball gem. So there's one more tick on each of them. Again, Dora actually finished them off. Impressive. Okay, one more crystal. 11 crystals. Strange humming. Understanding and wisdom, which is perfectly alright. You can use the intellect boost. Oops, door. Half for me. Half for me is a bit of an interesting spell. I don't tend to use it too often, but basically it lets you... It does damage to your cleric and heals another character. So it doesn't tend to be all that useful. Another throne. 7. Don't save. Lord Luck. I am Lord Luck. This is my clue. Add Lord Might's number, then multiply by 2. So Luck, add Might, times 2. Keep going around. Another toxic worm. I was going to say, if he's already red, it's probably not worth wasting a spell on him. Skeleton. Blue Unholy Key. That unlocks another dungeon. Another throne. 5, 6, 7, 8. Lord Accuracy. I am Lord Accuracy. This is my clue. Add half the number, there could be of you. And our maximum right now is 6, but if we included 2 hirelings, it would be 8. So half the number of 8 would be 4. So add 4. Another crystal. Green sparks burst within the crystal. Touch it. Sure. More charming. Perfect. That works. And new day. We got people poisoned. We're out of spell points. I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna try out that Nature's Gate spell. See where it takes me. Because I might be loading again if I end up outside Burning Heights or something unpleasant like that. Where am I? Oh, Wildebar. Handy. So we'll go into Wildebar. Cast Cure Poison. Actually, what time is it? 5:23 a.m. Very early still. $6.50, 8, 7. Pop up to the bank and get those gems. Yes, you can. We'll withdraw. 800 gems. No point in depositing the piddly amount of gold that I have. Guess I should rest. Restore spell points. This is a terrible bless. back up to Arachnoid Cavern. Should have saved the spell points to be able to cast Lloyd's Beacon, so I didn't have to go all the way back through here. I'm almost done this though. Okay, there's the crystal. Green sparks, that's the one that I was just at, so I'm back where I was. Perfect. More bones, find nothing. This is not the way to the yellow key. Well, I think I've already found the yellow key. Yes. So, I don't really care that this is not the way to the yellow key. Fiery Flail is a cleric scroll. It's actually not a half bad damaging spell. And another throne. Majestic Seat of Honor. Brother Zeta! Quite a journey you must have had to end up before me, but be assured it has not been in vain, for my brother has told me what you seek, and I have the answer. When the year wears long in its 99th day, will the portal created by Blackwind release a shell on Rainbow Island? I hope this will serve you well, but I must now ask you to leave, for there is much that occupies my mind, except this trinket. Add this trinket to the others my brothers gave you. Another Quatlu coin. Bashable wall. And another throne. Lord Speed. I am Lord Speed. This is my clue. Subtract 449 is all you must do. So, Speed minus 449. Strange humming. No, I'm going to save first. Because I have a feeling that this one might actually be accuracy. Oh, no, understanding and wisdom. Never mind. Bones with nothing in them. And we're back around to the beginning. Okay, so now for the math problem. Let's go track down Lord Might. Here he is. Okay, so start with Lord Might's, and then an order that Lord Word would find agreeable. So Lord Word didn't actually give us a clue, but the only thing that makes sense is alphabetical order. So that means I'm looking at accuracy, endurance, luck, magic, prayer, speed, word. So I'm gonna bust out my calculator here. So, I counted a total of 13 crystals. So, 13 times 2 is 26. The first prime less than 26 is 23. The second prime less is 19. So, Lord Might's number, we start with 19. 19. After that, Lord Accuracy said to add 4, so plus, oh, not 41, plus 4. Then add the thrones, and I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And yeah, add Lord Might's number of 19, then multiply by 2, so plus 19 times 2. So that was Lord Luck. Lord Magic, subtract the gongs, multiply by 52. There were 4 gongs times 52. Okay. After that, prayer, we multiply by the number of gongs, so times 4. Okay. And then Lord Speed says to subtract 449. Okay. And Lord Word said to subtract his price, which was 50. Should minus 50. So I got 20,301. I'm just going to jot that down. Okay, so we go to the throne. Lord Might gives us his clue again. And I do know the answer to his riddle now. 20,301. I have solved the puzzle. 1 million XP. I alone possess the power to restore the crystals in this cavern. Give me 5,000 gems, and they will once again bestow their blessings upon you. Pay? No, not right now. What I do want to do, though, is pop back out to these guys. So, Lord Magic, he will teach me prestidigitation, which is always handy. So now we're up to 153 spell points, which is a nice number. And Lord Prayer to Nice, who's now up to 144. Okay, so that is it for Arachnoid Tavern. Now it's just a matter of leaving. Gosh, I'm all twisted around. There's the exit. Okay, leaving Arachnoid Cavern. So, let's see, I'm up to 40 minutes here now, so I think I'm going to put a cut in, and then next episode I will go and clear the last little bit of sort of the Western Isles, which is the land of the gargoyles, and then probably go on to Swamp Town. Or either that or Slithercut Stronghold. I haven't entirely decided yet. Maybe I'll do Slithercut first, because get rid of those Quatlu coins, which I can do there. Anyhow, till next time, thanks for watching, and we will see you then. Cheers.